Maayong! I did not actually know this was a horror game at the start. You know, I didn't know it was a horror game, but but now I do. Hello, DD Gamer. Thank you very much for the super chat. Salutations. Hello, Matt, DD Gamer, Doomsday Dan, Jedge, and everybody else. Full list of content warnings. I say this is more of a horror game than Control. Really? It can't be that scary. It can't be that scary. It's just a text-based visual novel. It can't be that scary. It really is it? Yeah, it's not. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. So let's just get right to it. Slay the princess. Alright. The cursor is a little bit strange. Whatever horrors you may find in these... Quick save complete? What do you mean quick save complete? Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Our preferences. Full screen? Yeah, we can full screen this. Very romantic, really? We'll see. Boil effect, parallax effect, flickering images, blinking CTC, auto advanced text. Nah, I'll see. Why is there a quick save already? If I click her, does that do anything? Okay, it's a little sad, alright? It's a little sad. But, like, we'll see, we'll see. New game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yes? Oh, that's the parallax effect.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, that's easy. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad. Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward? Sweet! I've always wanted to off a more. I've always wanted to off a monarch. I haven't heard this music in a hot minute. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
About the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Why? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, do you have any evidence to back that up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I don't like this narrator's tone. If you don't tell me, I'm not gonna kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out. Which she will, unless you do something about it.
Really? Okay, what happens if she gets out? I want specifics.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Whoa, he's right. You know what? You know what? He's kind of right. Explore. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous
Stanley Parable.
because she's locked up.
It is.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Something about the music makes me regretful about slaying the princess.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Alright, I'm sold. Let's get this over with.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing.
Do we get to
You
see
make
the
your
princess
way up
again?
the short path of the
already?
cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Yes.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
It's just a girl.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What? The hero has his own voice? Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
This is a horror game, though. So the princess must be some kind of monster. I'll kill her.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explore. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. I'm scared.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
No, we're good people.
The air
That's why we're
feels
killing
heavy
her.
and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Thank you,
Her
narrator.
voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
I don't like her tone.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
We're getting manipulated already. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
I don't like her tone. I don't like her
There's a
tone.
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
If she's already this sassy, alright, it'll be easy to kill her.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
No, I
She
don't.
makes
I don't
a
like.
compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I don't know. I don't know. Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Yeah.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade
Kill
tightening
her.
as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's a woman, alright.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Are you sure you don't want to
Yeah,
talk?
I'm sure.
She's such a bitch.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Why is my skin like that?
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
What the heck?
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Jesus Christ, she's strong.
Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again
Whoa.
and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Wait. Why is my foot like a dragon thingy?
We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Oh, the hero's gonna die.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Okay.
Oh,
We killed her. Yay!
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
Eee.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, okay. Huh?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And
Again?
in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Again?
You're here to slay her.
But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
If he doesn't remember what happened, it is best to keep it that way.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
The narrator is a liar.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Eh? Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given.
Yeah.
And we did kill her.
We did kill her.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences.
Yeah.
We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got
There's
a
another
prize to
voice?
win.
Are we a
Nothing
schizo?
else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
We killed each other last time. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did was last time was beat me to death. Yeah, she's just a princess. How is she strong enough to beat me to death with her hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine.
Who locked her in that basement? We killed each other last time.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Who locked her up in that basement?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look,
Hi, Matt.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Feels like I'm a sacrificial lamb.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
That's all?
Great.
I wanted to know more.
The whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Turn around and leave.
We can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
We'll leave in. Yeah, quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue
Hello,
down
Jack.
the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job...
It's, slay the
everyone
princess.
dies. Like, dies. Forever.
It's a game where you're supposed to slay a
But
princess.
fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh?
What's going on? Where are we?
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen? No.
That's hair. There's a really ominous background droning sound. Yeah, that's my fan. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers draw claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty that I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up. It's not. What?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
The real
is
Slay
a
the
cabin.
Princess starts here.
And you're here.
No, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab. What? Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. That's the spirit.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Proceed to the cabin. Take the blade, enter the basement, continue down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Steel
of the
your nerves and
basement.
step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's
Oh.
hesitation.
She's kind of cute.
You feel
Whoa.
flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, we got him.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Yeah, we did it. We
It's
slayed
over,
her.
Isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really?
Roll credits.
over?
Hello, giant boy. Of course she is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Oh, we did it. We
Why do
did
I
it,
feel
boys.
like we've done something terrible.
Nah.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today.
Let's just get out of here. Alright, leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Hmm?
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry.
Oh.
You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
What? Oh, okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur.
Yeah, hi, Mihalido. We already
You've
won.
never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Did you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Oh, we're the princess now? No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Yeah! We did it! We got the good ending! Aw, man. That was easy. Alright. See, I told you guys. I told you guys it would be easy. That's a lot of credits. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression, here's the track order for a special playlist. If you'd like to take a screenshot. Oh, your song? This is it? Join our Discord. Follow us somewhere else. Play our other game. That's it? That's it? Well.
You're on a path in the...
There's more. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch.
That's the spirit.
Proceed into the cabin, enter the basement without the knife.
Her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Wait, her voice is different without the knife.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Let's worship her this time. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Mmm.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Damn, this is definitely a woman. She's changing the tone of her voice depending on the situation to get what she wants. Awful, awful. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
No. Tell me your fucking name.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Sounds familiar to her, kind of like yesterday. No. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked out here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Yeah?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I was here to send. What are you going to do if they let you out here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Ah, yeah.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Oh, she's getting feisty.
It's not like you'd believe me.
Let's see. I can't trust her. Oh, John Cross. Retrieve the blade.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on
That
retrieving
was a
the
4chan
blade in
dating
the
app.
cabin.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me? You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run along and get whatever you're planning to get.
Eh?
But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
It's too
Slip
late now.
These chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
Alright, hurry.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and
Terry,
the
you are the
world's only
princess. No, I'm
possible
not.
salvation.
There's a princess right here.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm. Its
She
cooling
removed her
flesh
arm.
still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Investigate the arm. Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Oh my god, we're trapped in here. Investigate the arm.
You step forward to investigate the severed limb.
Jesus
A
Christ.
trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you. Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp,
Jesus Christ.
ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh. Holy shit. What is she?
Fight back.
You roll the princess off your back and turn to face her, rising to your knees and readying your blade. Those eyes. She's going to kill us.
This is a freak.
Yes, things do look a little grim, don't they? The two of you are losing quite a lot of blood, but there's a reason she decided to strike from ambush. She isn't confident about a direct confrontation. Just because she's playing it safe doesn't mean we have the upper hand. Come
You
on
should
now.
freak.
Don't let your confidence waver. This is an important...
I'm going to kill you.
The princess leaps onto you as you raise your blade in defense. You find your target, and time after time you strike, but the wounds she inflicted in her ambush hinder your movements, and with each fresh exchange you're a little slower, a little weaker. You seek solace in the fact that she is slowing too. Finally, she collapses. And
Does
you
she bite her
collapse
arm off?
beside
I
her.
think so.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Your grasp on the blade weakens. It slips from your numb fingers, lying uselessly on the floor. This can't be how it
Eloquently.
ends, right? I'm sorry, but it is. You aren't making it out of this basement, but at least you finished the job. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Witch. Oh, that's a different chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to sleep.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. You know I can hear you, right? Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog.
Voice of the
I meant to say
opportunist.
that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Yeah, we can't trust her.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just...
Yeah, the
agree to
narrator is
disagree.
probably our enemy. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. Don't
Yeah.
worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Let's head into the cabin. So if it's chapter 2...
The interior
Oh.
of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of
Huh?
knotted wood that, almost as if by accident,
Is there a vanilla
just
ending?
happens
Well,
to
we killed
resemble a
the
room.
princess in the
The
first,
floor
in the
is
second
damp
ending.
and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Approach to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Huh?
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Okay. Yeah, why is her hand like that?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only
Morning,
illuminating
Sir
the
Wheatbread.
edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw.
Yeah, I think the
waiting to
loops are
swallow
connected
you
to...
up into the
Like, you have
earth.
to finish chapter 1 a certain way before you get to chapter 2 the certain
The
way.
air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my
Huh?
stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
See nothing.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud.
I'm the kind of guy that likes
Kind of guy
discussions.
who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine.
You're the boss. What does she look like now?
Thank
Oh.
Descend the basement steps.
She's a dragon.
Entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's not fair.
Nice face.
How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
Yeah, we've dropped the pretenses.
Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
Nice, thank you, sarcastic.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting over something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand.
I bet she can
don't
hear
care
the
if you've been
narrator.
here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now.
Oh,
so I'd appreciate
his
it if you
world
would
is
take
on
this
the line.
seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Hello, Tyson. Oh, that's alright.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
A tongue? I'm sorry about last time. Let's see. That's a lot of words. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Why do I have the nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us.
She
to
has
get
hair
out.
on her legs.
We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well
She's
symbolically do the
cuter
same
in
thing.
this incarnation.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
I sense that you're not happy with me. I think there's something bigger than both of us at work.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I
Yeah,
have.
can't you get out by eating your own hand again?
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Those changes didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh, okay.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
You can have the knife. You can have the knife. You can have the knife.
You can't be serious.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
As do I. Abstain?
You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Is that really the wisest move? I don't know. This is a democracy. Give her the
You're
blade.
going to get everyone killed. You know.
I don't
that,
trust the
right?
narrator anymore.
But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. That's why I gave you the blade last time.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then
Oh!
She buries the blade in your heart. What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you. This is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall.
She fucking killed me.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly.
She's
faced with
insane.
concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Thorn. Alright, we got another route. She kills you and
You're on
asks...
a path in the woods.
Oh,
She
fuck.
stabbed us. She actually
Voice of the
stabbed us.
cheated.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted
Good job, Terry.
against.
You're welcome. Thank you.
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back
Yeah, we're
here,
back- we're
which
back
means
here, we're back here. It
everything's
doesn't-
fine, or
doesn't
fine
matter.
Adjacent. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right.
Yeah,
In which
maybe-
case,
well,
I
let's just
suppose
give it
the only
another
thing to
try. Let's
do
do-
is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
We have more voices. We're going insane.
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice, actually.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned.
This place is different. It keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading. Someone's in the know.
I've had enough of these annoying little secrets. If you want us to do this, you have to let us in on your game already.
All of your game.
I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
We're going to free her.
Please don't.
I'm with him. If our previous encounters have taught us anything, it's that freeing her is a bad idea.
Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to saving her, but let's not rule anything out just yet.
Let's see what
she
she
has to say. Stop sitting on the fence and pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy. I've already picked a side. Our side. I'm here to make sure that whatever happens,
We wind up on top.
Because that's worked out great so far. Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement.
Screw the cabin. What happens if we just leave? You sure to be taking this whole looping thing in stride.
What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice, so you knew this could happen. Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it.
What? I was supposed to be the first. Oh.
Right! Not even he really seems to get what's going on. If the guy who goes around acting like he knows all the rules doesn't even know how this works, what's the point in listening? Then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least.
His world.
It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already. I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts.
Seems all our answers are in the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone.
I'll save her.
Talking about me, I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do.
Let's proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
This is pretty.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. This is supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
What's the mirror,
Wouldn't
though?
be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
The voice of the cheetah is funny. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. It went away when we touched it last time. Not that this place always follows the same rules.
Wipe the mirror
Reach
clean.
forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Okay. Enter the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
I would side with the princess this time.
Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going.
The voice of the cheetah 2.0.
I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Oh. I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess. Her bloody, trembling hands
Oh, she has the
clutching
blade.
a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
I can cut you free, but you have to give me the blade. I'm here to free you, if you let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
I'm trapped here as you are.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
Goodbye, man.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Aww. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
She does. Can I take the blade now?
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
Reach for the blade.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your
Yeah, we'll
palm
be
on her
nice, we'll be
trembling
nice.
fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
Now kill her!
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it. We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1.
It's 2 against 1.
It's 2 against 2.
It's 2 against...
You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
It doesn't matter if we slay her, you're right.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Cut her free. I just wanted my blade back, you know? I just wanted my blade back. Get out of here.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Even
Yeah,
if
let's
he'll
free
stick a
this
knife in our
princess.
back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is
All I need is to fuck up.
Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Nice.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Alright, narrator.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
I just really hate the people who put us here.
Me too.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
Basement stairs, why?
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine, they're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting, we can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Step into the thorns.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
They yield!
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step into your freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going?
Oh.
Why is it so cold?
Oh. Oh, goodbye, princess. You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator's gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended? We're top of the pecking order now.
Yeah,
Right,
we're top of the
boys?
pecking order, boys.
Good riddance.
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how long we. I don't know how we even go look
Does this
for her.
mean we won? You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. We just can't win.
I think I'm supposed to look at the
Something
mirror.
dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Approach
I'm
the
begging
mirror.
you, don't do this.
That is the only thing we can do. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Gaze into your reflection. It's time to see what's in it. Ah, I'm a freaky monster. You're alone in a place that's empty. It's quiet here. Proceed into the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift
You're a scale
of a
eater.
fragile vessel.
I know. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know. Solitary lights? I'm a person.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart.
Yeah, why wasn't the princess scared of us?
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Lay her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold
so
a
this is
fragment
a
of
mass of
concept.
hands that
The
are
moment
controlling
she
the
arrived
princess.
here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Well, do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
What does that mean?
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, collect all the endings. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent here to slay the princess. If I help you, are you gonna destroy the world?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to
Interesting.
remold.
What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back. Wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
What does that mean?
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side.
Can we join the massive
Turn to
hands?
mine.
Eh? It crashed? What does that mean? Was that supposed to be a crash?
You have returned to me, though you were gone mere moments. I never
Oh.
left your side.
Oh. So we just wait here. There's no more game until we forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Whoa. Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path.
Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the...
Proceed to the cabin. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement...
I'm here to save
How many
you.
times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it
I'm
finally
gonna save her
sinks in?
immediately.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Is she scared of me? She's gonna be scared of me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I can fix
am
her.
Begging you to stay.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all
Oh,
one
yeah.
step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
What can we do with these
Walk up
chains?
to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light.
So
of
there
day.
wasn't a way to
They wouldn't have just
unlock her in the
left
first
the
place.
key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete
Oh.
nonchalance.
What the hell?
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the door.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Oh, what
I'll
the heck?
repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Oh, damn.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic
Oh,
rising
boy.
in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She
Oh
barely
my God.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Oh
It's
boy.
the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better
Oh my.
judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
What?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Oh my god.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious
She's cute.
step forward.
The princess is cute.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm
Alright.
sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh
Oh.
no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
She
god.
doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Oh my
Apparently
god.
not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Why is she crying? She barely knows us. Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Is a
is
princess.
a princess. You're here to slay her.
Oh, you bastard. You're in front of now. I'm wise to your
My
tricks.
tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep
We
it that
spoke
way.
last time, remember? No, we didn't speak last time. What the hell are you talking about?
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Our beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love. And the
I'm not sure about
foiling any and all assassination
the
attempts
four
we've
of us.
got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
This guy's annoying. I'll proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will love.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game.
How's the game so
It's
far?
your
I don't
life,
know. I don't know
can't
what's
be
going
trusted.
on.
Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Okay, smitten.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them.
I don't-
pay their bickering any mind. Focus.
I
on
don't like the
task.
smitten. Proceed into the cabin. Is it gonna be like a love hotel?
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its
Oh.
stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward, but there...
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
They're supposed to represent different players. They're supposed to represent the different types of dead people that you are. Also, take care, DD Gamer. See you. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now.
It's good that you took the blade.
The door to the basement creaks
Oh, it's
open,
pretty.
revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful
It's annoying.
than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Reflective of the different type of players. Yeah, that's true.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
No.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
My dashing
I was
hero.
so worried you wouldn't come back.
She's a liar.
Did you hear that? She said we're
There's no way we're dashing. We're freaking.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance
She's
to do
smiling.
it right this time.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
It is awful.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic
Yeah, she didn't acknowledge her
destiny
appearance
than I've
last
ever
time.
been. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Do I have to cut you out again? I didn't really care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go
Man,
ahead
this
and
we're
slay
going
her.
schizo. I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy.
I
Listening
can't.
to her, that's a confession.
Honestly, the world sucks, people are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic
Billions must save the
face?
princess.
She should get a pass. She
Yeah.
just wanted to make us happy. By destroying the world. Apparently, yes.
I'm sorry about what happened. The narrator who sent me here took over my body and it was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Thanks!
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Oh!
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
You killed me last time.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy.
Good job,
and make the
Matt.
best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Rescue the
No.
princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Okay, Smitten.
You wouldn't. I would.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned.
Yay!
We're doomed.
gingerly slide her hand from her
I
bindings.
can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The princess jumps up and
Whoa.
smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Booba.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and
Say that
everyone
Matt was
out
right.
there is
Yeah, alright.
saved.
We'll see. We don't know yet.
Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Yeah?
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Yeah?
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know, Squidward. What do you want to do? Do you want to end the
Are
world?
you seriously asking her that?
You should save her. Yeah.
Oh, we've been over this one. I do want to end the world.
Ew. There must be something you... I want you to tell me what
I
you want.
just want to make you happy.
There must be something
I
you
just
want.
want to make you happy.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
You have to have something you want then to make me happy. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Again? She's a concept in her narrative. You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
No. She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why?
It's gonna be okay.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
We don't know yet, Matt. Hold on. I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you on the other
Okay.
side.
If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. What are we? We're a freak. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different.
He's a jank
But
princess,
I
yeah.
am the same.
Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What if we was Freak the Princess, and instead of going through loops, we just get freaky? Nice. What does it feel to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what we want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own.
Hello, K-brother.
They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untrodden.
Oh, so you can't do the same things as you've already done. Oh my god. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy isn't seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
But I don't want to hurt you. The more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
We're not grooming the princess. We're grooming this long, quiet kind of thing.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Attack, destroy your body. As it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands reaches forwards and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Attack the entity. Nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
I'm ready to go back.
I long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
She is a concept you might have made, and if the narrators represent their desires, they are with us because we've destroyed their world. I don't know. Hi, Mud. I don't
We
get
will
it.
meet again.
Oh my fucking god. Bring the deconstructed damsel to her.
You're on a path in.
Turn around and leave.
Seriously?
Yep.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Yeah.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, we're out.
That's strange.
Leave again.
Really?
Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill
When
someone
I
for
said
them.
everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
I got the
But
thorn
fine.
and
Turn around,
the deconstructed
back down
princess.
the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah? I'll start walking in a different direction.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Alright, chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a
Is that a
cabin,
wall?
and you're here to slay her.
Stay in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What? What? Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. Yep.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. Before you go any, she will. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her.
Yeah, the
Maybe
contrarian.
she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Alright.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect
Yeah.
dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that.
That's
When
creepy.
everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine.
Good.
Let's go for the mirror
Whenever
first.
you're ready.
Approach the mirror. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's definitely a mirror.
There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
I want to look. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to... This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach
There's
forward
nothing
and rub
again.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it?
The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb
Nice.
at the bottom.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold the blade the other way.
You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Wait, look at that. Look at that. Our cursor changed. Throw the blade out of the window.
Yes! Do it!
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done.
Good luck, hero.
Hero. The door to the basement
Oh.
creaks open, revealing a
What is
web
this?
of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the
How do we get
effort
to
of
the
making sense
princess?
of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating
Dude, I love
feeling.
Kingdom Hearts.
If the princess lives here,
Thank
slaying
you,
her is
Roxas.
probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this.
Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap.
This.
We don't even have a weapon.
But we already
princess
tried
freaks
turning
me
around
out.
and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
And what's that? that the fate of the world hinges on your success, there'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the soft stairs to the right.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
Oh man, I love these stairs.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Uh-huh.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
What's going on?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. A continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Interesting.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh.
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
I
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why
The princess seems normal here.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's
She
talk
seems
to her
normal.
for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
How strange. So, why are you here?
As the princess speaks again,
What?
it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him
The
stew.
cabins again.
Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left. Until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan! Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Let's see if we can make even more of her. There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
Oh.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
This is Gichi Harem. If you've ever read that manga, Pseudo Harem.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to.
Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us.
Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Kinda hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Try to free her? Leave her in the basement? Regretfully? Think about that time.
That's not right. Go on.
Oh!
Step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
What is this?
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
What? All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish
Is this
alone.
what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
How would the smitten interpret this one?
Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. But you never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Where did she go?
And there's that mirror again.
It's okay. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end
What
for
is
me.
that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
He's just messing with us. Right?
Approach the mirror. You need to see what's in it. Jesus Christ, I look even worse than before. You withered. In the long quiet. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. At least one of us always hurts the other. What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
It doesn't matter how many times they go back.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Not really. It all seems so distant. I have no opinion one way or
How
another.
strange of you to ask me then.
You can't be a
And
contradiction.
yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence.
You shape her, so
There's
try
no
something that
logic
acknowledges
can
that.
bind
We'll see.
my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
I'm still planning to kill you once we're done with this.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Have you figured out what you want to do when you're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
You know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me
Oh,
hidden
she doesn't
truth,
know anything else.
and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
How many more vessels?
We will know when we near our destination.
You not care what I bring you
I
next?
care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path. As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look.
We already
like the
slayed the
corners of
princess.
you that do not fit. Even I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Let's see. The hero and the
Your
princess. Silently continue to the cabin. Proceed to the cabin. Take the blade. Enter the basement. I think I'm here to kill.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor.
She is the ocean and you are a
unceremonious
moon.
clap.
That's actually a really smart theory for it.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll
Unarmed.
be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
I'm supposed to be here because you're gonna end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
She's a bitch in this one.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her.
I
She
believe
doesn't
her.
have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Yeah, I think she's right.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person.
And subjugating a monarch.
No less.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
She's a bitch.
Again, she offers no specifics.
How do I get you out of
You
here?
can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
How long have you been done here?
Too long.
She's a bitch.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm gonna keep you locked away down here.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a
Are
way.
you into it? No, I'm not into it.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our
Oh.
sakes it's the right one.
I've made my choice. Okay, let's get you out of here.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to they're large and heavy, far too soft.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful.
Why is she?
Whoever locked the princess
Why is she
away
giving
down
me
here
such an
intended for her
attitude?
to never see the light of day.
You have any ideas?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Yo, Saratoga.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to... Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better,
Yeah.
you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high as the princess approaches the bottom. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Oh, this is the same ending.
Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade. Stop it. Stop
Resist.
the blade. Move.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Oh, she kills me
Then she
quickly.
slits your
Whoa.
throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Oh, you're in for it now.
By tricks. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess.
Yeah, I
Just
think
have
you
to keep
trying.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? And as far as trying to help her,
I know it's her. You seem
need I
invested.
remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the state of the
skeptic.
situation less than a minute ago.
Why should I listen to you? Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
Say
I
wink.
didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub your hand. There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Okay. The blade.
You take the blade from the table. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase.
Just pretty.
A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Yeah, it's me.
You walk down
Whoa,
the stairs.
what's
and
with her
lock
face?
eyes with the princess. She looks up at you.
There's a
the
heavy color now.
around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic cords.
How do you
as she
save her
adjusts
now?
Her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Do you see how locked up she is? Sit over there.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you're told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
Don't you remember me?
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Oh.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Oh.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Nice. Tsundere narrator.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
Damn.
Get it? It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant?
We're just
How is
talking
it
amongst
ever
ourselves
helpful to be in
while the
dark?
princess is here?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
What happened after I died?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why.
There's that other chain on the wall. Who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious.
What else would
In
you
case
do with a
need to
knife?
hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to
She's
escape
not
and end
a
the
bad
entire
person.
world, and she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Inspect the
I
shackle.
wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason
Alright,
we
investigate.
need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Become your own jailer.
Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
She doesn't starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly
Matt, don't
important.
spam. So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Did you know this was gonna happen to me? Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Wait in
You
silence.
and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something.
That's still a spoiler because I'm not sure
Waiting
what
for
what's it about. Don't spoil.
This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes.
Oh,
and
we don't
passes.
die.
And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
At least the world is safe.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is
We get interrupted.
by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Yeah, skeptic makes sense.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Oh, you can guess, but Mud has played the game before, it seems. So don't say any things that confirm anything.
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Ew.
Doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly, there are no walls.
Nice.
And then... And?
I think he's gone.
Nice.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh, and now she is. Goodbye.
She's gone. And there's that...
There's a mirror, don't worry.
This
This doesn't feel right.
You're right.
Gaze into your reflection. What do we look like now? We look decrepit. You're unraveled. Proceed to the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
No. I guess, there are trees, stars, and real people. Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
You have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Okay.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
You know what's gonna happen?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. The princess is the long quiet? Or is she not? I don't know.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Oh, see. She doesn't hear the narrator. He does. I don't know what. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I find him. And when I find him, you and I are... I'm gonna kill him.
If he drives you towards my destruction, then he is steeped in delusion. For
Is
he
this our
does
third
not
or our
know me.
fourth? I think this is our
Just
fourth.
as I hold compassion for you, and you hold compassion for me, you can hold compassion for those who have wronged you.
How many more vessels?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
If this is the last time, would you like me anything?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Time for the last. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods. Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're
Someone
all
that needs
counting
to understand everything.
Look, while it does... Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules. No matter how much I wish I did.
Forget it, I'm not gonna do this.
No, you have to do it. Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that?
Nobody wants
the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Did I get some sort of reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
No way. They're just lying. Can you tell me what my prize is?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Maybe
I
I'll
guess we'll
slay
just
her.
have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
She hasn't tried to kill us other than the time where we killed her.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your...
Proceed into the cabin, take the blade, enter the basement.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
I haven't
There's a heavy
decided
chain
yet.
around her wrist.
How about you drop the knife?
Tighten your grip. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
You
Squint.
stare at them.
Are you sure you don't want to
Yeah.
talk? Slay the princess.
Doubt unfolds.
Flee and lock her in the
Are
basement.
you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are. Let's fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains. They creak and strain as she pulls against them until
Jesus
finally
Christ.
they break. The links clatter to the floor. She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Yee.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. And it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Oh boy.
It doesn't.
Ignore her and try to go to sleep. You're not a princess.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest.
The mirror's not
Do
here.
whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Oh boy.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Oh my god, oh my
Helping
god,
me
oh
get
my god,
out
oh
of
my god,
that
oh my god.
awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Oh boy.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor,
Remember when you said this game would be scary?
unable to do anything but witness her approach.
What the heck?
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent
That's
foot forward
freakish.
at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Gills?
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning, she will...
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh my
plain.
god, she's
The
already
smooth
out.
wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement.
Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already got an out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. So deep breath in, deep breath out.
You didn't say anything about the
I
mirror.
was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
What are you two talking about? There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it.
Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
I want to see how
We
handsome
shouldn't
I
waste
am.
time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. Maybe he's trying to keep us from looking, because no, there isn't something horribly wrong with you. You
Oh,
look
man.
exactly how you're supposed to look. Now stop second-guessing my every word.
How you're supposed to look. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something...
Like a bomb?
I don't know. Better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Oh boy.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Step off into the void. Hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard, but then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless.
If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
It'll be enough.
I'm going to talk to her. I'm gonna step off into the void.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
Falling into an infinite void seems better than going downstairs and dying.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of
I see the
white wooden
eyes.
planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Oh boy.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. Please stop saying that.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Yee. Go back the way you came.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
Oh boy.
There you
Oh my
are.
fucking god.
I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Oh my god.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
This is not
You
cool.
brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull
my
in
God.
a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
You sure about that?
Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Nerves.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Liver. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Liver.
Why didn't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess
Oh my
leans
God.
forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're back.
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that. Ah, and there's the fear.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down thing?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not gonna try to kill you, so do your
Are you
worst.
serious?
Yeah, do your worst.
You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor, deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're
That's
not?
freaky.
I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it
Oh
down.
my god.
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Jesus.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going. Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops. I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. There's more? There's more? There's more? The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the...
Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
Broken, yeah.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Slay. We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
Voice of the
That's really
opportunist.
the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right.
Yes,
Oh my
obviously
God.
they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
What's going on? Getting back to his question, how many times have you all been here?
Many times.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you.
There's no difference between fine and not fine, it just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I've only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't even seem to remember being here at all. Were I here all those times? Did someone else make those decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
Yeah, I wonder what the princess looks like here.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
What if we don't go to the
We've
cabin?
tried that.
It doesn't work.
Our hearts always brought us back to her.
The deck is stacked.
So many paths, and they're all circled.
Can you make sense of them? If I don't remember what I did, then that could have been me that did
Don't
it.
think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I?
who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers, and they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If
Interesting.
you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah.
Is this
what's your
princess
secret?
together now?
Why
Maybe.
can you break the rules when we can't?
I don't know why it feels so disjointed. I don't know how I can pull this off.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
Proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you
Oh,
do
it's
make
just a
it to
mirror.
the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
And what's wrong with having space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be
They've
heard?
been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the
Proceed.
best decisions. It's why he gets to make
What does that
them.
mean?
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. Take it. It's the only way forward.
It's the only way forward. You have already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep in the bowels of the earth.
Oh my god, it's her.
You see something staring back at you.
It's a broken
It
head.
fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
and closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
Closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. Oh, I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need.
What the
And
heck?
you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Oh, you're just an object, a tool. You were once something else a long time ago. But was that something new, or is it just a memory, or just a dull jaded memory? There's no ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
There you go. That's the last piece of the puzzle. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave that memory return.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they?
Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, you stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Let's go, boys. It's the final one.
I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
How do we look, guys?
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Boys, it's been an honor. Let's see how we look. You're gone once again. The mirror makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Is that a bird? Is that a crow? A figure, faint, veiled in the shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Whoa, a crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of the glass in two. Another crack forms and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh my god. What are you? Are you a part of me?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
I have so many more questions of you. Have you been all the same? I wasn't supposed to see this, was I? Versions of you. You said that before, so I was really meeting different views?
And it was by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
After everything you've done, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
What are you? Are you something like me?
I'm nothing like you. I am an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
I have so many
Then
more
ask
questions.
and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
Does it
It
hurt?
doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
So what about the looping? What is the...
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them that you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Run out of questions. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. Say nothing and watch him end.
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Yeah, why does a crow have teeth?
It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Whoa.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
What the heck?
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment.
What is this?
I've missed you dearly.
Did you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play.
What is this?
I'm not death.
Yeah, long stream.
But I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning?
Yeah, this
Or
is a love story.
will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories. Can we just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say on all this? If you were always going to become this, what was the point of me doing anything?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Red text.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart. And there is almost nothing more terrifying than
Why this
sharing with
again?
another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am
This
the
final
only
battle?
thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
I won't engage in violence. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here.
What you mistake for lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you. You can vainly struggle against me, or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom.
Whoa!
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom.
Oh!
Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you.
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape. My massive models. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end. And there is no end. Only the flood of bodies. Only the flood of bodies.
Oh, it's a reminiscing of all of the past princesses we have had.
And then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
What are the woods then? What is a cabin? You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but this isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. Your love ran towards a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
Address it. The truth can be made better. If destroying you is what it takes, then so be it.
I am so deeply woven into the threads of this reality that I cannot imagine it without me. Perhaps there is a better world to go, but you cannot know until you see it. Are you so sure in your blind optimism that you would shatter all of creation?
This thorn one was my favorite.
Thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Of course I helped you. I didn't want us to hate each other.
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
As a clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
She's right though.
There is no constant. There is no center.
She's right though.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
It's easy to believe in things we believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
Slay the princess. I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Where is everyone else? Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
This is so cool. You have no idea how good it is to hear
It's
you.
good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Huh? Oh?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
If the offer still stands, could you describe to me the cabin for old time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is it just you and me?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Good riddance. I don't know how to feel about him being gone. I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Enter the
No
basement.
blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first
Yeah,
time
she was
we heard her
sassy the
voice?
first time.
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Continue
And
down
down
the
we
stairs.
go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
Sit with her. It's good to finally see you again.
Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still. It feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
I'm sorry for all the times I hurt you.
No, I'm sorry too. We've done a lot to each other. Like, a lot. But I still like you. And hopefully you still like me. We both let things get a little out of hand. But we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
You know, when she puts it like that,
I don't think I want to be a god. Which princess are you? You look like the first time we met.
I'm the princess. The one you've been spending all this time with. I know I've changed a few times, but so have you. And you're still real to me.
I don't think I want to be a god.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
Are you the same as you are out there?
I am she as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything and also not everything. I had you there for a second, didn't I? I think I'm different from her, and I'm happy I'm different. I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
So now that we're at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess if you want. You know, you never told me your name.
I don't think I want to have one either.
Then I guess I'll call you Quiet.
not hero. Oh well, quiet will do. That's always been us, hasn't it?
None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side, and we found each other. I think
This
that
is the
means all
princess who
bad
tried
was
to
worth
kill
it.
you? Well, we tried to kill her as well. What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely, thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Take her hand in yours. I don't know where we go, but as long as it's not here, as long as I'm with you, that's all I want.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Oh, the narrator died. Are you gonna be okay alone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Leave with the princess. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend. A comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in a long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, but she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
Come on, princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
I love you.
I love you too.
Ah. What can I say about that? I just have Fire Punch ending vibes. This was really sweet. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. This is a track order for a special playlist for you. It's such good music. I feel content as well. That was a really good game. I don't quite understand what was happening. I don't understand everything that was going on. Also, I was incredibly I was incredibly invested. I'm sorry if I didn't talk much during the game. I was really freaking invested in the story. Second shackle is there for us. Oh yeah. That was really good. I was really freaking good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I played through it. I'm so glad you guys were here to play through it with me. I was very It was very nice. The music was nice, although also the art. What am I supposed to say? What was I supposed? What was I supposed to freaking say? That's not what I wanted to see. That's not what I wanted to see. That's not how I wanted to end the game. I didn't want to end the game like that. I'll quit it here because I don't want to see that anymore. I don't want the prince. I don't want the princess. I don't want my memory of the princess to be that. Oh boy. The voice acting was good, the art is good, the music is good, the writing was good. I don't entirely understand what was going on, but like the multitude of princesses wanted to be a god, and we turned into a god, and then we were just like, fuck that, screw that, we're just gonna become a couple, I guess. And then we didn't know what we were gonna do, but you good to her? Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was tripping. I hate that our last ending was that creepy one. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. I don't like the creepy one at all. The scary one? No, I don't like that. The thorns one was my favorite. That was so sweet. You could have seen the princess full of blades. Jesus. Stanley Parable, but someone loves you. Yeah. So the girl was cute, and the voice acting was cute, and everything was cute. Like I like that game. I like that game a lot. That's a very good game. That's one of the best games I played this year so far. She was the goddess of change, and change includes death. We were made to contain her and destroy her. Ah. And then we became a god as well. Everything dies because of her. Ah. I see. I get it. Makes sense. The narrator is a crow with teeth, and he made us to kill her. We should plan streams? So what do you mean? I already planned the streams at the Monday. Accept every one of her. Yeah, I'm not accepting that freakish one. But thank you very much for playing. I am. Thank you very much for playing Slay the Princess with me. It wasn't as easy as I thought. Well, we got the good ending easily. But either way, it's fun. It's fun. It's a good game. I liked it. I like the journey. Become as gods. So I will now have lunch. Thank you very much. I'll see you again on Thursday to play, I think, Control. Is it Control? Did I play Control there? Yeah, we're gonna play Control. So, bye-bye. And odds tell you bye-bye.